Welcome to episode 13, the cursed episode. Thank you.
Buongiorno, comme ci, comme ça, we baguette, and welcome back, finally, to this episode of Wumbas in the
Wild!
wild. I am, as always, one of the people that speaks on this audio recording.
And I am to other person.
Apologies for having a couple of weeks off. I had an eye operation. Some COVID shit was happening, and all this, that, and the other. But motherfucker's back.
You
We'll give
boy.
you runny bears just as a little bollock pop back in. That's how you. When I upload, right, the software I use is free because it's like I'm literally just putting a picture on an audio, and I have to set the frame rate really low, otherwise it takes me ages to upload. And if you have either the export down at like 1 frame a second, but the default on the projects is 29. And what happens is if I export it, it made like the 20-minute thing nearly 4 hours long.
I was wondering that. I was like, because I got the notification in the morning. I was like, oh, finally I can listen to it back. I was like, 3 hours and 4 minutes. I was like, I'm sure I didn't talk that long.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder if Ed's put some like fucking wacky fucking
Editing. I
Editing
just
in
slowed
there.
it down, and it's just like, and I shit myself.
And then I got a notification like 5 hours later, like Edward has uploaded Ronnie Bear. So I'm like, what's going on?
So yeah, that's why, because when you export at a certain frame rate, but have a project at a certain frame rate, it like makes up the difference by repeating it.
Bastards.
I know, yeah, but it's happened to me before, and I just didn't realize, because it was like it didn't take that long to render and upload, so it was like I didn't really think about it, and then I looked at it when it got uploaded and was like, oh fuck. So that's that. But welcome back, one and all.
Welcome back.
We've made it again to another episode. I guess the first port of call is talking about big man Piers Morgan.
Oh,
I feel like we need to come back on a stanky one.
oh, what a cunt.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? I just find it so funny though, because when you're watching the clip and that weatherman is just ripping into him, Piers is like, his face just goes, fuck, they've got me.
Yeah, because Piers Morgan realises that he's a fucking idiot.
Well, didn't he go on like a fucking go out on a date with her or something, from what I heard?
What, Meghan Markle?
Yeah.
Go on a date with her?
Yeah, he went out for drinks with her, and then apparently she got in a, like, after they'd had their date together, she got in a cab, went to a party, met Harry, and ghosted Piers.
I don't know. I know they were friends, but I didn't realise he'd fucking tried to get in her pantaloons. Bit of a fucking creep.
Well, he is, isn't he? But
Piers Morgan's cum stories.
I swear though, I don't know how much they have to pay Susanna just to fucking sit next to him, because she always challenges him.
The thing that pisses me off, right, is that she clearly gets pissed off when he shoots her down all the time, and she tries to speak, and he's like, and he's fucking hammering on. Yet the fucking next day, she's like, oh, it's such a tragedy now that Piers isn't here, and we're all so upset. I'm like, bitch, please. You're basically in an abusive relationship with your gay presenter.
No. Do you understand why? It's because Piers was the one that brought the views. He was the one who upped the share.
And this is the problem with it, 'cause it's
Yeah.
supposed to be Good Morning Britain, not Good Morning, I'm Piers Morgan, and this show's all about me, because I'm a cunt.
Well, I'm just going from like an objective, like, market share viewpoint. I think it's people watched it because it was it was drama. People love drama, like internet drama, fucking TV drama, and Pierce was just a drama machine.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He used to be quite a good presenter, and he was probably the only one that would shoot straight with a lot of the guests.
Yeah.
But since the whole fucking coronavirus thing, he basically just became a self-righteous paedophile.
Well,
not paedophile. He's not a paedophile.
Well, to be fair, though, he
became a prick.
He has been known association with the royal family, Prince Andrew.
Well, yeah,
and,
there is that.
A big man with a big island who maybe killed himself, maybe didn't.
He basically just became a massive cock, and
he was part of that whole was it News of the World or something? The phone tapping. He was part of that.
But what I don't like about him is he'll ask someone a question, and then instead of letting them finish, he just fucking carries on going and going and going, and then he'll bring up something completely unrelated and start slating them for something. Then I'm like, what?
Yeah, definitely. When he just got called out because it was like he was just on a crusade against her. He just didn't. He just had he had a grudge against her for something. And it was like he was like, oh yeah, I don't believe her when she's saying she was suicidal. But if if obviously all allegations, nothing proven, but if her husband's family asked her what colour baby she's going to be having, that'd fuck you up. If you're in that toxic of an environment, and I just fucking hope for human decency that it's not true, but I'm not going to obviously refute any, because I don't have any information on it. But you just kind of hope that nobody's that much of a piece of shit.
It is a shame because, I mean, as I was saying to you earlier, I'm not a big fan of the royal family.
Yeah.
But the ones I do like are Harry and Meghan because they're just
and
like normal people.
And the one thing Pierce was always slating them like, oh yeah, they don't want publicity, but this, that, and other. But they're doing James Corden, this, that, and other. There's a difference between doing your own publicity and being told what to say.
This is what a lot of people are saying. It's like there's a difference between like what they do when like
royal
what the royal family do, where they're going and doing tours and stuff like that.
And they've got like given itineraries and what you got to say here, and you got to go here, and you got to do this.
And not only that, but one thing they're trying to explain is basically that they don't mind doing interviews. They haven't got a problem with that.
They are popular figures.
Exactly.
Like they are.
But the privacy side, because people are like, oh, well, why are you doing this, that, and that? It's
a difference between doing James Corden and then having paparazzi sneaking into your garden.
And this is the thing, because my mum was saying, Megan basically said, like, she gets people that are like, oh, can I see a picture of, oh, fucking hell, what's the kid's name?
Archie,
I think, yeah. And she's like, oh, yeah, let me show you a picture. And then they literally, like, try and fucking take her phone and try and find more pictures of her, of the kid. And she's like, no. And then, so because of that, that's where they then get paparazzi hiding outside the house trying to snap pics of the baby and stuff like that. And that's the side she don't like. And we're watching that Diana documentary that came out last year, I think it was, late last year. And there's a similar incident with that where Diana, I think she was with Charles, and the boys, they went on a skiing holiday. And literally throughout the entire skiing holiday, they were just being followed by the press. Yeah. And it got to the point where they were out just, I think they'd been skiing for the day, they're just having some food somewhere. And she literally ended up walking over to the paparazzi and saying, essentially, just fuck off. We're trying to have a nice, normal holiday, and you lot are here following us around, and we're just trying to enjoy ourselves, just go away. And I think the paparazzi don't realise that they do play a big part in what goes on mental health wise with
big figures.
These figures.
Yeah. Well, sort of to, I don't know what is it, juxtaposition, like kind of transition that thought process into a more of a modern day thing, like current young affair kind of thing, because there are people that there's like these blokes that have these media news channels. and all they do is they like basically walk around the like areas in America where like TikTokers and all that live, and they literally just follow them around and like just find them and then upload videos for it. And it's just, I don't get how you can be, because you are basically just a professional stalker if you're in that kind of line of work. It don't feel like actual, like there's a I always think that journalists, paparazzi, are different breeds of people. Like if you have a real journalist who wants to do real world issues and go out and make a difference and make a story heard, and then you've just got some sweaty fuck in a hedge with a fucking zoom lens trying to get a tit shot.
This is the thing. This is the problem with paparazzi. Like, you see it, you get a notification on your phone. It's like, oh, let's see what this is. It's like, oh, fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger has just bought a coffee from Starbucks. Wow, I really need to know that. That's really changed my day. Or it's like, oh, George Clooney has been captured in sweatpants. Do I give a fuck? No.
If he was captured by Somali pirates, I'd be interested.
Exactly. But until that day happens, then fuck off, paparazzi.
Well, wasn't there a thing with Kate Middleton? Didn't they like get a fucking topless shot of her or something years ago?
I don't know, but I'd like to see it.
They were like fucking following her around onto like a private beach or something.
It won't surprise me. Yeah, that's another thing as well. You get loads of them. Like, oh, Lindsay Lohan spotted at the local beach in a bikini. It's like, just fucking leave the people alone.
Yeah,
it's like seriously, it's like a fucking breach of.
But then some like fucking are like, love it, give me all the attention.
And this is the thing, you do get the people that take it to their advantage, and it's like they fucking do anything.
They just want attention, yeah. I just want attention. But yeah, so. But I feel like looping back round to big man Pierce Morgan.
Pierce Brosnan? What?
No, Pierce Morgan. It's just funny. He went to America then and had to come back. But I feel like even he just like mental health just doesn't exist to him for a start, and especially with all like the fear mongering with the pandemic, like he's one of the fucking monkeys that grind the fear factor.
Oh, he is.
Of COVID up, where he's like, stay inside and this, that, or you're going to fucking die.
Yeah.
And then you got all these people stuck inside with nowhere else to get turn, and they're just fucking...
It's like, oh yeah, stay inside. Meanwhile, I'm going to enjoy my nice fancy house, my nice fancy car, and I'm going to be on the TV every morning.
Yeah.
It's like, well, fucking, why don't you fucking stay inside and do the interview from your house, you fucking bellend?
Yeah. He's a cock.
I've
never heard anyone with a good word to say about him.
Yeah,
I mean, I always will appreciate someone who does stand up for free, like he does stand for free speech, which is fair, but he uses it as a defense. Where he's like, after the whole Meghan thing, he posted a thing where it was like, oh, it's my freedom of speech to for you to be offended or something, I can offend you. But then he's the one who fucking stormed off like a child.
Exactly, this is the thing. It's like someone could have saying, oh yeah, I've got freedom of speech, and then when someone tries to say something, well, you're not allowed to say that. Bitch, please, I have freedom of speech too, motherfucker.
Yeah. Just like fucking Uno reverse on him.
It's fucking reverse card. +4 wild card.
The fucking weatherman took him to town. The weatherman.
I know. Do you know what's pissed me off? A lot of the Piers Morgan supporters are like, oh, why should he ever say he's just a weatherman? It's like, bitch, please, just because you're a weatherman doesn't mean you don't have an opinion.
Yeah. It's like, well, why don't you have don't have opinion then?
Yeah.
You pleb.
What are you, fucking janitor at school? Fucking, oh, look at you, big man. Fucking bin man. Oh, you just collect my trash, bitch.
Yeah, why have you got a fucking opinion?
Yeah. Who gives you the right to fucking say anything?
Well, can't have an opinion past 6 p.m.
Well, that's true. We have to be careful.
We have to lock ourselves into our isolation chambers.
In fact, this is a pre-warning. You're only allowed to listen to this podcast between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Just in case.
Just in case.
We do offend anyone.
Yeah. And want to make sure that we're in the light of day.
Yeah.
So,
No
'cause
more-
obviously all men are rapists and
Yeah.
murderers.
So we'll no longer
Domestic
be recording in
abusers.
the evenings.
No.
We'll be taking time off work from now on to record these podcasts, so we can do it in the day.
What about weekends? Are you allowed out during the day and a weekend,
yeah,
or do you have to stay at home?
You're allowed out during the day at weekends, but
Okay.
just as long as you're back by 6 p.m.
What if you drive a lorry?
Well, you best make sure you do that delivery before 6 p.m.
What if you're driving from like fucking Scotland to Cornwall?
Well, then you're just gonna have to stop in the middle of a fucking motorway and just fucking cause mayhem.
Walk home.
I mean, it might be alright because you're living in your lorry, so you just pull off to the side of the road.
You could, like a little boy, you could be like, I'm gonna sneak out of my lorry. Because
Well,
tags for all men.
maybe that's what we need. We
Need
need tags.
Chips.
Chips.
Bill Gates was ahead of the curve. We should get microchips for all men.
I thought you were on about McCain's.
Why would Bill Gates have McCain's?
So, I could just do with some chips, to be honest.
You fat bastard.
Oh, dear.
Fuck's
All men
sake.
get chips. Fucking, I'm never going to get hungry now. Fucking hell.
Make them so fat they can't leave the house.
This is what we should do. Oh,
A
my
feeder
God.
campaign.
Yeah. We've just figured it out right here on this pod. You heard it first.
Did you ever hear about I think there was a cafe in Australia that had a man tax on all its drinks. And do you know what the funniest thing is? They said it was optional when the Aussie authorities were like, "This is sexual discrimination, which is against the law," and they were like, "It's optional," and everyone was like, "Is it though?"
It's optional to pay tax that I'm a man.
Because it's
For a
like
coffee.
it's meant to represent the wage gap, which was disproven.
Dear God.
And but the thing, do you know what the funniest thing about that as well was? If you were a trans man, you had to pay the tax because you chose to be male.
What?
If you identified as a male, or if you were identified as a woman but you looked too much like a man, you had to pay it as well.
Well, that is discrimination. That's.
And
fucking...
they went out of business about a year afterwards, and it apparently had nothing to do with not making any money because no one would go to the calf.
This is the most absurd thing I think I've ever heard, and I've heard some absurd things, like just anything that comes out of Piers Morgan's mouth. But what has this world come to?
Shit.
It's oh my God, Jesus Christ! Paying tax, I'm a fucking man.
Get your man tax out, Clay.
Fucking show you my man tax.
You're the reason we're having curfews.
Oh dear.
I was like, are they gonna have like an all-female Gestapo or something?
Fuck knows. I fucking welcome that if they do. I'll fucking.
They're not gonna fucking give you a blowjob for torture.
Look, if I get beaten the shit out of by women, that's the most female contact I've had in quite a long time, so I welcome it. It's like, please beat me more.
This is where their torture's like shoving spaghetti, like dry spaghetti down your Jap's eye and like breaking it off. Right up into
Now,
your urethra.
Would you rather have spaghetti put up your Jap's eye and snapped like that, or a really thin bit of paper on your Jap's eye and...
Right, I reckon, mate, you'd be able to piss out the spaghetti.
Would you?
You'd be able to like. It'd be less damage if you're able to get out the spaghetti. A pair of tweezers or something.
Fuck, it's making me feel really uncomfortable.
But think of having a paper cut on your Jap's eye.
Or
I'd go with the spaghetti.
I think I'd rather go spaghetti. Now, how about this for a method of torture? Get a toothpick between your toenails and fucking kick a wall.
You know, I'm not a very squeamish person, but if it has anything to do with nails, it makes me like tense up thinking about it.
Mine's teeth.
Oh, and shattering teeth.
Anything to do, like if my little cousin, who's like, I don't know, she's like 6 or 7 or something, she comes up to me and she's wobbling a tooth, I will punch her in the face.
Oh, I pulled all my baby teeth out by myself pretty much.
I just hate it.
I was a machine at pulling teeth out.
Like my mum's got a wobbly
Wiggle,
tooth at the moment.
wiggle.
Oh no, don't.
Crack one root out, twist and pull. Worked every time.
Fuck me. Oh,
it was easier. The molars were like bitches because you had to really get back into your mouth and you had to sort of do them side to side, and you had to like try and get one to pop out to the side, so it was only attached by one gum, and then it'd bleed loads though.
Do you know what I've never had?
I tell you what though, perfectly straight teeth, and I never had any problems with them.
No, not bad. Yeah, I've never had a tooth fall out that's had the root on. Yeah, never. I think I swallowed a tooth once. I'm trying to think how. Do you know what?
I lost. Yeah. Do you know I lost a couple of teeth too?
Yeah.
Cadbury's eclairs.
Oh, really?
Baby teeth, not really. I've still got all my adult teeth.
Oh, it's fucking horrible. Oh, it's when you got a missing tooth and then you feel the fucking gummy bit where with your tongue, you can just. Oh God, fuck me.
I've got some wisdom teeth coming through at the moment.
Oh, they are a bastard.
They feel like they're coming through all right.
Yeah.
I've had a inspection, but it's not too bad.
Right,
right. Hear me out. I don't get why internationally we still get so shit on for teeth, because it's like anywhere in the world, if there's a place that's run down, they've got bad teeth. And it's like if you just go to like an average earning household, the teeth are fine.
Yeah, where did this stereotype come from?
I think it was something to do with the American Civil War. I think it was propaganda. And then obviously it just sticks.
Yeah.
That kind of like stereotype. But things like people are like, oh, British, yeah, nice teeth. And I'm like, my teeth are perfectly straight and I've never had any issues with them.
I mean, the only problem I've got a back tooth, but I'll get that from my dad. That's fucking some sort of genetics right there. But apart from that, I've got decent teeth.
I mean, I close my mouth perfectly fine. I've got no gaps.
Yeah. Fucking bastards.
Yeah, I mean, there are people I know that have like 3 teeth. But they've got like dentures and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of it, I think, is to do like older people, especially in the old generation. It's because it's like a smoking generation, which didn't help. And I know on my mum's side, there is genetically gum disease.
Yeah, I think I've got that on my mum's side as well. So,
but it's like nothing. It's just hereditary. It's like nothing you can do about it. But like my dad, he went to the dentist. He doesn't really go to the dentist anymore. But last time he went, he was like, "Oh yeah, you got teeth of someone 20 years younger than you."
I fucking hate the dentist. I haven't been to the dentist.
I don't give a shit. I'm like, yeah, it's the fucking money that gets me paying for the bastards. You want to put how much for a fucking fella?
Fucking what?
You charge me £20 look in my mouth for 5 minutes.
Well, I did have a feeling when I was in year 5, so
yeah,
God, that was
crowns and whatnot. That's all. But I never had to worry about braces or anything.
Yeah,
none of my family actually has. No, I don't think anyone that I'm like blood related had braces.
Yeah, I can't say anyone I know has had in blood related had braces. I mean, probably could have them.
There is one tooth that's like slightly cocked inwards, so like an incisor at the bottom is slightly, the left side slightly pointing outwards and the slightly pointing inwards, but you won't be able to see it. Like it's one of them things where you have to like run like something along it to feel it. But it fucking drives me up the wall because I fucking asymmetry just it gets to me. It fucking gets to me, and every time I feel like I'm there, like it's like on my top tooth, on my top like big front one, there's like a little bit of like a right angle from the gum to the back of the tooth.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. There's nowhere else apart from there.
How weird.
But yeah, so that's like one of the weird. That's like the only 2 weird things that I can really identify in my mouth. But it drives me up the fucking wall because it's not symmetrical. I fucking love symmetry.
It is nice.
Numbers ending in 5, 0, symmetry. Evens are better than odds. It's just the way of the world.
That's very true.
Have you got a favourite number?
My favourite number? I actually don't know.
64.
64.
Favourite number. 8 squared, 4 cubed, 2 to the power of 4, 16 times 4, 32 times 2. It's such a clean number.
I don't know. Mine's probably 19, to be honest, just because it's my birthday and shit like that.
Oh, that's fucking gay.
And
you haven't got mathematics behind it.
I don't give a fuck about mathematics. I'll tell you what is weird, though, speaking of numbers. As far as I know, house-wise, I'm pretty sure we've lived at 40, 44, 46. What I don't know is if we've lived at a 42 and a 48. But apart from that, I know we have done at least 3 of the 40s. And it's to this day, it fucking blows my mind.
Well, all your houses are 40s.
Yeah.
Maybe just reflecting your age.
Probably. It's probably some sort of like deep psychological thing.
So you're eternally 40.
Yeah.
But then if you're eternally 40 and you get past the point, like you're 50 but you still feel 40.
Yeah.
It's like people are like, oh yeah, imagine being immortal. It's like, but what immortality? Is it like Greek mythology where they want to fuck someone over and basically make it so they always age but can never die? Or is it you're going to stay eternal? Because I reckon if I was going to be immortal, I think probably about 30 is probably a good age to be immortal, because like you've grown up at that point and you kind of you've hit the stride really in life, and being like looking 30, you won't be like, oh, it's a fucking child and you don't look like a decrepit old fuck.
So you'd rather be like your typical vampire immortal where you don't age? Or would you want to get to a point in your immortality where you do start to look a little bit older?
Well, the thing is, it depends how, like, if it's just long-lived immortality, or if it's like face of like fucking Captain Jack Harkness immortality.
Yeah.
But then he's still got old, even though he was a fixed point in time, which I don't get, and I don't really want to start discussing now because I'll be here all fucking day.
Oh dear.
But it's interesting to think about, like, but would sorry, it just reminds me of a Ricky Gervais show bit with Carl Pilkington, where he's like, when you get to like, he's like, oh, I've got a great system. When you hit like 82, you just give birth to a baby, and that baby's you, and you just keep growing and end up with this cycle of babies. But then they're like, how the fuck are you gonna how's an 80-year-old gonna give birth to a clone of itself as a child? It's some like fucking horror fucking Benjamin Button shit.
Just fucking shit it out.
Yeah, it's just like how a bloke's going to give birth to a fucking 80, fucking baby version of themselves when they're 80.
Oh man, could you imagine that on your 82nd birthday at midnight? You just lay in bed with your missus, it's like, no, it's coming! And you just fucking like, it just pops out your anus.
Just fucking chest burster.
It's like, your wife's just like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden you're dead, and this like little you's just like, all right, let's get crack-a-lacking. Let's fucking do this.
We're getting a divorce. Fuck you, Margaret.
Oh, dear.
I'm going to get some young pussy.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Life would be so much better.
But yeah, but I wouldn't want to be like that point where if you're an immortal and you're like 80 years old, because you wouldn't be able to do anything.
No. You know, I think between 30 and 50, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say like 40 to 50 is probably a stretch. Like, it definitely want to be in between mid-20s and mid-30s. I'd want to keep it.
Yeah.
Because then you'll be like...
In your prime.
In your prime, yeah.
That's very true. As much as immortality would be
and then
great,
you could get away with being... You could get away with looking 30 for quite a while.
That's true.
But if you look 25, it'd be a bit like... Hey, up.
Do you know what I want to see? I want to see a movie about immortality, and I want to see just how they explain how this motherfucker has gone through every fucking century, every decade, and no one has once questioned how this motherfucker has been alive this whole time. For some reason, this man looks incredibly like the Earl of fucking, I don't know, wherever. Worcestershire. And he happens to have lived in the same house since the fucking bloke that lived in
the Earl of Worcestershire.
Yeah. Explain that, motherfucker. How was no one through history?
I'd move. I would like move country like every fucking 10 years, basically.
You'd have to, otherwise people would be getting older. They'd be like, "You motherfucker, what's your secret? You ain't aged a day." And it's
then it's like, you'd have to learn how to get hold of papers to like reset your age every time you moved.
This is the thing. How do you explain that? You must have like 150 different names. It's like, "Hi, I'm Clayton Bob Jimbo Jeff Daniel Smith the third."
I think what I'd do is, if I was in that situation, is I'd just have a variation of my name each time for a while to sort of like keep it similar, and then you'd like have like a full identity revamp.
Well, it's all right for you.
Have a cycle.
You can have a good few. You got a handful of different variations of your name.
Yeah.
I ain't. Clayton, Clay. That's about it.
Well, you could swap an I with a Y.
I ain't doing that. I ain't going that far. I'll only do that if I change it to Clay, and that's about it. Unless I drop the C and go for, "Hi, I'm Leighton."
Leighton.
And
I'd want to lay you some pipe with this new pipe.
What I'll do is every decade, or every century rather, I'll just drop a letter. "Hi, I'm Clayton." "Hi, I'm Leighton." "Hi, I'm Aiton." "Hi, I'm Itten." "Hi, I'm Tun." "Hi, I'm On." "Hi, I'm N."
Hello, I'm How'd you spell that?
Oh, what a fucking great sketch. Do you know what? I'd love to go to an interview and do that.
That's fucking great. I love that sketch.
That'd be brilliant.
Just ends up fucking twatting him on.
Oh, man. Oh, Jesus.
For everyone who doesn't know, that's a Fry and Laurie sketch, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hugh Laurie and Stephen Fry. They had some fucking bangers.
They were.
Did you see the Russian spy one, where it's like where he goes into the model shop and he's like, "Good morning," and then Stephen Fry's like, "Mr. Dalliard, we've been activated."
Fuck's sake. Oh, Jesus. I don't think I've seen that one.
He's like a Russian fucking sleeper agent.
Oh,
he's like, "We must go to Moscow. We've been activated." And he's like, "I just want to buy a kit for my son's birthday." He's like, "We've been activated." And he just says like the things which are like the fucking...
Oh, Jesus. I think Hugh Laurie is one of those actors that can near enough to do anything he's given.
Oh, I heard that, you know, House, the show, the director didn't want an English person playing as an American because he thought the accent was weird.
Yeah.
So he wanted an American actor to play it, and he didn't even realise Hugh Laurie was British.
What?
In his audition tape, yeah.
Shit.
So they like hired him, like, "Oh yeah, good American actor," and it's like, do you know what he actually sounds like? It's like, oh, spiffing crumpets.
So I saw an interview once, or read about an interview with Christian Bale.
Oh
when
yeah.
He was filming American Psycho, and of course, because in the film he's got an American accent.
Yeah.
So when he started talking with his native, I think he's Welsh or something.
Oh.
Christian Bale. He's either Welsh or British. I can't remember.
Well,
so when
British is Welsh, but like English or Welsh or something like that.
So when he started talking with his like English accent, people are like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck's this all about?" I always find it weird when you get like an accent like that.
Yeah, it's like American. He's like talking like he's fucking wheels.
Yeah, you must think like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, it's like you got this like American accent, then he's like, "Oh, top of the morning to you."
It's like, what? Oh dear. I think Liam Neeson's good at that.
Yeah, with his Irish,
he's
isn't he?
good
Yeah.
at accents and stuff.
I will find you, and I will kill you. It's like, "Hey, top of the morning to you."
I'd fucking find you. I'd fucking kill you.
I will find a black man and stab him.
Oh dear.
Classic Liam Neeson. Had nothing to do with the interview, and he's like, "I just wanted to stab someone." He's like, "What?
What?
What are you doing? Maybe don't bring it up in an interview. That's nothing to do with it. You're trying to promote a film."
play a Jedi once and he thinks he's some sort of Jedi master.
Fucking hell. He even died. What a bitch.
What a cunt. Maybe you should have had high ground.
Oh, fucking hell, mate. What are you doing?
One thing Obi-Wan learnt from Darth Maul, have the high ground.
The high ground. The moral high ground.
The moral high ground.
My penis tip is currently high ground.
Nice.
It's higher than my balls.
Okay.
When I was watching Anakin and Padme do the dance.
Smash. Nice.
The fact Obi-Wan was slamming some fucking... I forgot what she was again. What was her name?
Is she Mandalorian, isn't she? What's her fucking
Well,
name?
it was like from that kind of area, wasn't it? It was like a fucking governor or something.
Wasn't she like the ruler of Mandalore?
Something like that.
Oh, what was her fucking name?
All we know is that Obi-Wan claps some of them cheeks.
Oh, I bet he loved that. Oh, I always thought him and Asajj Ventress had a thing.
Oh,
I don't know why. I just assumed.
I think it's just because Obi-Wan's a natural sexual being.
Natural sexual predator. Oh.
Abducting kids.
Oh, jeez.
What are midichlorians? Heroin.
Oh, Jesus. I was recently watching when Robot Chicken did Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the skits were like,
how could this get any worse?
oh, it's fucking brilliant. It's when Darth Vader's talking to Luke after he's like chopped his hand off. He's like, oh yeah, midichlorians are actually like this. And Luke's like, all right, I've had enough now. She like walks off. He's like, oh yeah, the Force is actually like midichlorians. And he's like, yeah, all right, fuck this shit.
Yeah, the writing definitely let the prequels down, didn't it? It's like, fucking hell, what did you do?
Oh dear.
Have you ever seen...
Sticks?
Did I ever show you Backstroke of the West?
I think you did, yeah.
That's a fucking classic. If anyone's not seen Backstroke of the West, what it is basically is that it's the whole Revenge of the Sith, and it was translated to Chinese and then translated back to English, and they dubbed the whole film, and it's like just some of the shit they come out with is I think the Emperor was called like the Supreme D or something like that.
Supreme D.
And it's just like some of the shit just doesn't make any sense.
Oh, Jesus.
But it's fucking hilarious. If you want to waste a couple of hours, watch. It's on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. Backstroke of the West.
Yeah.
It's I'll watch it again.
That's
so good.
Oh man, that'd be a good drunken
fucking hell, yeah.
watch through, that would. Jesus.
So yeah, someone showed me it on a New Year's thing.
Oh.
Well, it's someone's for New Year's, and yeah, we were just sat there watching Backstroke of the West. I think I fell asleep at some point.
Oh no.
I was fucking knackered.
Fucking knackered.
Fucking nickety. We played loads of Soul Calibur 6 before that.
Oh, don't talk to me about that game.
You won. You've won a couple of games.
I've won a few, but only when I've been playing as good old Chumba.
Chumbawamba, yeah, the fucking nightmare skill set. Fucking hell, that's
Bastard.
just... It's stanky. It's so stanky.
That's the
It's like
man.
your fucking ult can't get interrupted. You've got an AoE attack, which can't be interrupted. Your autos hit hard, and you've got really good juggling, and it's just like... When you only play it really casually like we do, it's kind of like, what the fuck am I going to do?
It is annoying when you're playing against someone like that. It's like, fuck me. Oh dear.
There's a reason I don't play fighting games online. It's just because I'd fucking hate it.
It's because you don't want people to play elastic people.
Fuck off. Don't talk to me about that stretchy fucking Indian bastard.
Oh man,
Do not talk to me about Street Fighter.
That was without a doubt the best moment of my entire life.
Do you want to talk about the time you lost like 10 games in a row on Tekken 7?
I don't care, it was worth it.
It's not worth it.
Worth it for a good
The one fucking
half an hour.
character. The one fucking character that just like had a ranged attack in the fucking game.
Jesus. I could just be sat on my hands and I'd still be able to reach you.
Yeah, you'd be fucking on the floor, just fucking sliding about. like some kind of lubed up fucking homeless person.
Oh man, that was.
Fucking piss on your water slide.
Oh, dear, I'll never get that day.
Moving on. Fuck you.
Oh, dear.
I'm never playing Street Fighter again.
Oh, go on.
No. I don't like the side.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I prefer something like Soul Calibur. You can actually move about.
Yeah. Because it's, I don't know, it just feels so. It just feels less.
Am I boring you, Edward?
No, I'm just tired. It feels like it's less sweating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I never grew up on fighting games, so it was never really like a big thing for me. I played Tekken on like PlayStation 2, but then I played like Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Battlefront 2, met a lot of Pokemon on my Game Boy. That pretty much sums up my entire.
Well, I used to play.
Oh, Galactic Conquest on Battlefront 2. Oh my god, it was so good.
I remember the old PS1 days.
Yeah.
PlayStation 1, Monsters Inc. That was a fucking great game. What else? The Driver series on the original PlayStation.
I don't think I ever played that.
That was good. Medieval. That was good. I used to enjoy playing that.
We played Age of
Spyro.
Empires
Oh yeah.
on the PC. Dawn of War, yeah.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Rayman. Oh, fucking Rayman.
I never got into Rayman. We
Did you
never
not?
got it, no.
Oh, man.
It was always Crash and Spyro for us, really.
I remember when we got the original Xbox, we used to have a few games, one of which was set in a jungle, and I cannot to the life of me figure out what it was. And then we also had, is it Abe's World? Or something like
Sounds
that?
familiar.
Where you play like some sort of alien in a meat packing factory or something like that.
Destroy all humans.
Destroy all. What a
Destroy
game!
All
I'll have to
Humans.
re-get that.
I think they've remastered it recently.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Oh,
I saw it-
Serious Sam is another one we used to play.
Oh, I didn't
Fucking
play that,
used
no.
to love that.
We used to play Hogs of War. You ever played
What?
that?
Hogs of War? What? Oh man, what the fuck is that?
It was like, you know, kind of like, it was kind of like a 3D Worms, like,
All right,
but
yeah.
it was like a map, proper
Yeah.
map, and yeah, you'd move around and shoot shit and whatnot.
Damn.
Hogs of
remember-
War. And we used to go bazooka, that bazooka every time you had a bazooka hog.
Oh Jesus! I remember my mate had Worms. We used to play that fucking
Yeah.
religiously. That and GTA San Andreas were like our
We
go-to games.
we were never allowed to play a GTA game when we were younger. I could play like RTSs with people fucking absolutely slamming the shit out of each other, but I wasn't allowed to play GTA. I mean, I'm not really that bothered, to be honest. It's fair enough. Like,
Yeah.
why would a parent want their kids to be playing a fucking gangster?
Well, you say that, but
Especially with like people who don't understand.
yeah,
They just see like a game where it's like fucking you're chainsawing people in the street and you're fucking drilling. And I can understand where the concerns are because it's like, why would you want to expose a kid to that?
I mean, I was watching horror movies fairly early on,
Yeah.
so
But fucking RTSs were my bread and butter when I hit my teens, early teens. Played Minecraft when I was hit that age as well, you know, when that got fucking big.
oh, Minecraft.
I haven't fucking touched it in years.
Oh, Ashton got it for the PlayStation a while back. I had a crack at it.
Never did it on the console. It's just sturdy.
I've never really been a big PC gamer, to be fair.
I know, yeah. Fucking
So-
missing out.
I know. I think because I've never really had a decent computer to play them on.
Yeah,
to be
it's what it's
honest,
mainly
so,
about.
Yeah.
I mean, you get some of the fucking classics though. You can run Diablo 2 on a fucking Etch Sketch nowadays, probably.
I'd have to say that.
They're remastering Diablo 2 though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got the original Diablo 2,
Mm.
but I might get it when it comes out remastered. But I'm gonna wait because no pre-orders.
Mm.
That is my religion. No pre-orders. And see how it looks up, because Diablo 3 was a fucking disaster when it was released. And they did you hear about Warcraft 3 remaster? So Warcraft 3 was like a big RTS, and that spawned Dota from a mod. So Dota was a mod for Warcraft. And then World of Warcraft come out, and they basically stopped making Warcraft games because World of Warcraft existed.
Yeah.
But Warcraft 3 had like, the original had like cutscenes, and it was a really beloved game. Re-released it, and they just fucked it.
Shit.
They made it worse. They made the cutscenes worse somehow. On a fucking ancient game, they made the cutscenes worse. They ruined the multiplayer. Ruined the game in a whole, and it is like, I think it was one of the most disliked games fucking ever put out by Blizzard.
Shit.
And people like fucking hate Blizzard for it. Like, they will never buy another Blizzard product because of it.
Fucking hell. Do you know, I don't think I've actually ever played World of Warcraft.
I played it a bit, but I've never got into it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I've been playing recently, only because it was free for a week. Like, it was free to keep for a weekend. It's a game called Black Desert Online. And I think it's like by some Korean developers. And basically, it's just World of Warcraft with tits. Just anime tits, basically.
Fair enough.
And it's like, yeah, why not? And to be fair, I got it for free. I played about 25 hours. I party up with a couple of people. Haven't seen them the entire time. We're in the same party, but we're never in the same place because we're all doing separate things. And it is like, it is a very generic, like, go here, kill this, go here, kill that, go here, kill this. But it's like, there is a lot of people to talk. There's a lot of NPCs to talk to, and the map is fucking massive. And I shit you not, there's hardly any loading screens, which is amazing. Like, you are going, like, you're in these fucking mountains, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to this Riverlands, but there's no loading screen between them. It was fucking weird.
Damn.
And I don't know whether it's because the time we joined up, because it was like an anniversary thing, so they were doing a lot of events, and so much XP boost, and the enemies, like, I haven't died once, and I'm like fucking 20 hours in, 20 hours plus, and I've not died yet, and it's like, okay.
Damn.
But I think it's mainly due to the fact, like, getting that many levels and that good gear from fucking just being around in the event. But what I was saying about it was, it's like, they've probably made more money because they have like an in-game shop, which is fair enough because it is an MMO. Like, MMOs are fucking, you need to keep funding them, and there is a paywall, but there's not like a subscription or anything. It's just like you pay £15. You've got the game, and then you can just play the game. Like, you don't have to buy anything after that, but it's optional. But the amount of people they brought in, and then that will incentivize other people to get it because their friends are playing it if they haven't got it in the free weekend, if they really rate it. And then there's the in-game store, and I reckon it's a smart move because they probably would have make more money just off having an influx of players that are going to use the in-game store, and also spreading the game publicity through word of mouth. So make your games free if they're old.
Yeah.
I tell you what another game did it. It's a game called Space Marine. It's 10 years old now, but I reckon if they released it now with like updated graphics, it'd be one of the best games on the market because it's just that good, and it still is that good. I mean, it's a bit janky in places, but you don't even have to know the backstory to enjoy it. It's just, you're a big buff dude who kills green boys that go, Space Marine! And you just punch the shit out of them.
Fair enough.
And the multiplayer was fun. I used to play out on PS3. I was max level. I had everything unlocked. You didn't have to... no microtransactions. It was all gear that you could earn.
Oh, the good old days.
But you know what the really good thing about it was if you were against someone who was max level and had all the perks, because you had to do challenges to unlock the perks, and you had to unlock it for weapon perks and other like just general like class perks. If somebody killed you, you could copy their loadout.
All right.
So if you were like a level 1 with like a standard bolt gun, and you got murked by a dude with a fucking Jetpack Thunderhammer 2 perks, you could copy his perks and jump in.
Oh.
So if you had really shit gear at the start of the game, it was a bit luck based, but you could always, if you died at all, there was always a chance you'd get something better when you're a low level.
That's not bad.
And it also incentivizes you as a starter player to try different things out because you're able to sample stuff a bit easier. The only problem I do have with the multiplayer system was you could unlock everything through custom lobbies. So if I had a lobby and I invited someone, you could literally just grind out all the armor cosmetic stuff and all the weapon perks and this, that, and the other. So if you wanted to, you could bypass it. It's a bit tedious. But the multiplayer, it is really sad though, because the multiplayer community is dead. Like, it never got support. It got some DLCs, but it never got a sequel because the developer closed down.
Yeah.
And the multiplayer is a bit shit because it is peer to peer, and it will never get a dedicated server.
Oh shit!
Which was always a bit annoying. However, I think it was through Humble Bundle. They made it free for a week, and the fucking game just come back to life for like a month.
Shit.
It was fucking great. And I still download it every now and again just to play it. Because the storyline's fucking good on its own. Like, if you can, just fucking enjoy it. And for a 10-year-old game, it's still fantastic. So if you ever want to play a game, Space Marine is a
Classico.
It's a Classico now. It's 10 years old, so it fucking is, isn't it?
Damn. Makes you feel old, doesn't it?
Fucking hell, me.
Shit. Some of the old games were the best, though, to be
PlayStation 3, I played that. Battlefield 3. Battlefield 4. And not much else, to be honest.
I'm trying to think, what do we used to have? So back when we got an Xbox 360, we used to play... What do we used to play? Arkham City, Batman, Arkham City for a while, Red Dead Redemption.
My brother had a PlayStation, an Xbox, and I had a PlayStation. But then I gave him my PlayStation for his computer that he got off someone. And then over time, I graded little bits of it, then I got a new computer. And I think him giving me the computer was like the biggest regret of his life. Sorry, you carry on.
Yeah, Lego Indiana Jones.
Oh, the Lego Star Wars games. How can I forget?
Lego Star Wars on the Wii. I fucking used to love that game.
We had that on the PlayStation.
And then Lego Indiana Jones on the Xbox 360.
We had Lego Indiana Jones.
In fact, I got a bundle. It was like a two games in one case with Kung Fu Panda and Lego Indiana Jones.
Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. Oh my god.
I'd fucking love to play that game again.
Such a good co-op game. I've got it on my Steam, you know.
I'll
have to do it sometime. It's a fucking...
I'd fucking love it if they did like a remaster of that or something. That'd be cool.
Well, I know they are still pumping out Lego Star Wars games.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I wonder if it's still the same though. It was
Gonk Droid and all that.
It was fucking brilliant.
The character creation.
Character creation. I remember some sort of weird free play thing where you could literally play as a Star Wars character.
Oh, in any level.
Yeah.
Because you had to, because if you wanted to get all the
there's also another one where you could
kits.
literally play in like an Earth kind of city. And you could play as like a fucking... You could literally drive like an 80 around like fucking some sort of...
I can't remember
city or something. I'm sure I remember something like that.
I can't remember about that. I'm just thinking about what I played on my PC back in the day. I used to play Company of Heroes, Dawn of War, because they got them in a bundle. So my brother wanted Company of Heroes, but there was a Company of Heroes Dawn of War bundle, and then that's when I got hooked on Dawn of War.
Yeah.
So I played Company of Heroes, Dawn of War, Winter Assault, Dark Crusade, Soulstorm. Age of Empires 2, Rome Total War, one of the best games ever fucking made. Don't at me. It's from like the 2000s. It looks like shit, and it's fucking such a broken piece of shit. Sometimes you can exploit the fuck out of it, but it's so fucking good. Everything
Jesus.
matters in that game. Like you got like an overworld view, and where you place your character is where, if you have a battle, where your character actually is matters. Because if you're on top of a hill, you will start on top of a hill. If you're on a bridge, you're on a bridge, and it matters. And modern RTSs just don't do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, this game's from like 2004 or something, and it did it. It was like the fucking revolutionary.
Damn.
And fucking the generals, they all had voices lines at the start of a battle, and what they say depends on what they've done. So if they've never lost to the Gauls, they'd go, I am unbeaten in the Gauls, and they give you this fucking speech that just like tells you their whole story in the campaign and what your governors do, and if you're good at winning battles, if you shit, if you can't manage your money, if you put them in a city that's losing money, they become shit with money.
Damn.
Put them in a city makes loads of money, they will get loads of money. If they win, if they lose a lot of troops, it's like so much, and it's like, why can't there be games with this much?
I'd love to play a game like that.
Level of depth, and it's like, it just makes me so mad about all the cookie cutter shit we get nowadays.
Yeah.
And then you get a game with personality like Hades coming out, and it's like, this is what I want. I paid £20 for a crisp fucking game.
The only thing I can think similar to that is like the Shadow of Mordor game with the whole Nemesis system, where like enemies and stuff.
They fucked the reputation for that when they brought in the microtransactions for the end game, and that ruined the series for a lot of people, perspective wise. Even though they got rid of it, it like did ruin people's perception of the game for it.
Yeah, I must admit.
And I heard that Battlefront 2's meant to be pretty, like the new one's meant to be all right now.
Yeah.
Now that they've kind of gotten through all the bullshit.
I don't think I've actually played the recent Battlefront games.
I played a little bit of the first one, but not a lot.
Yeah. I think I'm more drawn towards the second one because it has a single player aspect to it. Yeah. The campaign
Fallen
mode.
Order, how you getting on? I knew you were playing that.
Completed it.
You completed it?
Yeah.
On story mode?
I did. I've completed it on story mode so I could get used to the controls and stuff like that. And then I was going to switch over halfway through to change the difficulty once I got used to it. But I just sort of kept it on story mode. And then I did. I'm going to do a playthrough on each of the things. So I've started on the next difficulty, and it's like fucking. It's a little bit different. It's like
whack it up second to top.
Once you start changing the difficulty, it's like, I really wish I used parry a lot more.
Yeah, you basically you need to just throw yourself in the deep end because you'll just get better. You'll just get better just from having to. Yeah.
But I must admit, it was a pretty good game. Some of the platforming aspects to it are a bit fucking tedious.
Jank, yeah.
Like I was on whatever fucking planet you should go to first. The Jedi Temple. I don't usually piss about with like getting all the fucking 100% and stuff like that. But this is one game I thought, you know what? It's Star Wars. Let's explore a bit. And it's on that fucking first world. And fuck me, I had to there's like this narrow corridor where you first learn how to wall run, and it's like a fucking mud slope. And if you fucking wall run and jump all along up to the top, then you get some like shitty little collectible. And then what you have to do is then you fucking, as you go back, instead of sliding back down, wall run and jump. And there's a rope, so you can't do this until you've got the fucking force pull.
Oh, yeah.
And then you jump, grab this rope, jump again, grab this rope, and then you have to fucking swing. And then you have to wall run across half the fucking room just to get to another fucking collectible bit. It took me half an hour to fucking do that. Half an hour. And then there's another thing on Kashyyyk. There is a chest in the most awkward fucking place. It's near where you do that end bit with Saw Gerrera on the top when you fight the two walkers. And it's like, it's like this little puddle bit, and there's like a fan in the middle that rotates, and then there's like a chest here, and fuck me if it didn't take me fucking like hours to fucking try and get that. And it's only when I got a fucking double jump ability that I was able to do it.
Yeah, there's a lot where you're like looking at it and you're like, how the fuck do I get that?
Yeah.
And then you're like, you come back later and you're like,
Oh, that sound like when you first go to the
when you can go up zip wires and shit. Like,
yeah, I'm like, well, how the fuck do I get up there then? And it's like, oh, but fuck's, I got to go this way. But whatever planet you should go to second after the Jedi Temple one, the windy place. Like, there's a few places there, like the whole fucking. Well, how do I move these fucking massive balls then? And it's only when I've got like force push and force pull, I'm like, oh, fuck me. That's how I'll do it.
Force push? How dare you? Curfew time for you.
I'm sorry. Oh dear. But apart from that, and the ending as well, I actually wasn't expecting the ending.
Oh really?
Yeah, I didn't see that coming, and then that was a fucking.
There being daughter and then Daddy Vader.
I was like,
it's just like escape.
I was like, it's literally like, you know that meme. It's like run. I was like, fuck me. Oh, that was a good.
And then
game.
Vader's like, "What are you running? What are you running?" And you're like,
oh man, I would like to see a sequel to that game.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a sequel, and I'd also like to see like a spin-off where you play as a bounty hunter or something like that. I think that would be cool.
Oh yeah.
One thing I do wish they'd gone back to though is the the battle arena where you get sent to, where they play that fucking Mongolian throat singing.
Oh yeah.
And you got I wish you could go back there.
They made that Who song. They made it just for the game.
Yeah.
And I think they like fucking made up the language for it and everything.
Well, no, I think it is Mongolian throat singing.
No, it's not. They're not singing in Mongolian though.
Are they not?
No, they made. I'm pretty sure they made up the language.
Oh damn! But
the Who.
I know they are a proper
proper
band. And I remember I was listening to the soundtrack on my phone, and YouTube comments are like, "Oh, Genghis Khan is now Star Wars canon." I was like, "Fucking yes, then."
Top shagger.
I was like, "Oh, I'll be."
Well, did you
great.
hear about NASA sending sperm to the moon?
What?
Yeah, they're on about sending like a fucking sperms and eggs and stuff to a moon base. But apparently Moist Critical has been saying for a couple of months that they should fire a rocket full of cum into space and like, have like little capsules and try and like impregnate planets with these cum dumps.
Fucking space babies.
Babies, yeah.
It'd be like the end of 2001 Space Odyssey. We just got these giant babies just floating in space now. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that might be Space Babies might be a good time to wrap it up. Cum rockets.
Space babies.
Jeffrey Epstein's alive and still on the moon. He just wants to grow his own children to fuck.
He probably is.
Yeah, there we go. Epstein didn't kill himself. He's just on the moon.
He's on the moon.
Dark side of the moon. Didn't fucking Transformers or something get in trouble with Snoop Dogg for that or something?
What?
Oh, it's Snoop Dogg and someone else. But it's like the fucking... Yeah, because the film was called like
Dark Side. It's called Darker Than the Moon, I think.
But it's like it was called Dark Side of the Moon initially, and then some album was called that, and they were like, "You can't do that."
The only thing I can think of is
Pink Floyd? Yeah, something
Dark
like
Side
that.
of the Moon, but
it was. I don't know where Snoop Dogg come from. I think that he probably did the same thing and called something like that, and they were like, "You can't do that." It's like you don't own the word Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
Like, it is a fact. It's a thing. It's like it was like the fucking Feinbridge trying to copyright the React format.
Fucking what a bunch of bellends.
It's like, we want to grab more of your money, therefore we'll be copywriting reaction videos. It's like, you cannot copyright them lazy fucks who just sit there going. I just seem right. There seems to be the market seems to be something like. Metalhead reacts to rap music, rapper reacts to metal music, or black person reacts to white music, or something. It was like, the Bee Gees are actually white? Oh my god.
It does seem to be the trend at the moment. It often comes up on my thing.
Yeah,
it's like
just a wank.
I got one that's like, oh right.
But then all these people in the comments are like, oh, I love it, because they just want to they just want to watch people watch the shit they like.
Yeah.
So they're just like, oh, watch this.
I saw
and it just fucking shoots engagement up because they're like, oh, watch stuff I want to watch.
I saw one. It was like a singing coach reacts to like I think it was like Tenacious D.
I
or something
don't
like
mind ones where it's like someone who pauses and gives a breakdown and is
Hmm.
like, okay, what's this? What's that? It's like people who do like fucking rap battles are like, oh
That's
yeah,
what this one was. It was like singing coach reacts to Tenacious D, and she was like pausing on some of the songs. Like actually, like Jack Black has some good fucking like vocal range.
yeah.
Yeah,
If they've got something to give instead of just going, oh that's crazy,
Yeah.
oh what's this? Oh my god, that's amazing. But it's like someone's like, okay, yeah, this happened, that happened. Okay, what can I get from it? It's
Yeah.
like. I don't want to watch someone to be like, ooh, song play, ooh,
Jesus Christ. Oh fucking.
ooh, let me bop head, ooh, yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, brother.
Busting makes me feel good. All right, anyway, thank you very much again for listening to this episode, and hopefully we'll be back to normal weekly, semi-regular, when I can be asked to upload it, even though it only takes me like 20 minutes.
Yeah, boy.
All in all, so it is, as always, a goodbye from me.
And it's a goodbye from me.
Ciao, ciao.
Fire the nuclear weapons!